Hi everyone, I just thought I'd put this video together. This was one of the first projects I did on this property, was to put these raised beds together. This is the almost finished kitchen garden. You can see there's 4 raised beds and 1 in the back. So I hope you enjoy this, and more to come. So these are 8-foot 2x4 boards. The bed is 8 feet long, and I went ahead and used 2 of those on either side, and then the smaller boards in the middle are 23 inches. You can see that I went ahead and attached them by pocket holes. I drilled the pocket holes into the smaller boards and attached them to the long 8-foot boards. For the shorter ends, I went ahead and took an 8-foot board and cut it into 4-foot board each, and then again attached the 23-inch shorter boards in between the 2 4-foot boards with pocket holes. So I also purchased these tin roofing panels. These are 12-foot boards, and I went ahead and cut them so they would fit each panel. So I had the 2 longer panels and then the 2 shorter panels that I went ahead and cut the metal pieces to fit.
So just want to mention, when you're cutting your metal pieces, so here's my frame. Just make sure that you're placing and securing the metal onto the wrong side of the board. So this is where my pocket holes are. So because I actually didn't do that and I had to take it all off. The other thing is, this is the long piece. The short pieces will be fitting onto here like this. What you need to remember to do is, I just took my 2x4 that I've used, and then just so I can space how much the metal needs to be inside the frame when you're cutting that. And then here, this will give me a guide of where I need to cut this. And you can just mark this with a Sharpie. People have used metal grinders, but I don't have electricity out here, and I'm just using manual. These are just my snippers. These worked great for the metal, as well as actually the plastic that was on my greenhouse. So these are great. This is a great find that I just picked up at Lowe's. When you're working with this metal, make sure you wear thick gloves. The corner piece actually penetrated through my glove and then gave me a puncture injury.
So I went ahead and I attached the frames together. I put the smaller frame inside the 2 larger frames, and then I just attached with wood screws through the larger frame. You can see that allowing that extra space on the larger frame to attach the smaller frame inside, I had enough room to match the metal pieces up together. You can see I used the special screws to attach the metal, and this worked out really well.
As with everything I'm building here, actually leveling is the hardest part.
What I ended up doing was taking each piece and then leveling it like with inside the trench, and then I made sure that they were all level with each other. Just to mention that I did put some hardware mesh even before I went and assembled the board to keep the critters out from underneath the bed. I then added gravel to make sure that the pieces were sturdy. And underneath the gravel, I had put some landscape fabric that didn't go all the way inside the bed, just underneath the boards. So hopefully there won't be any grass or weeds growing underneath once these get established. I also put some cardboard down to help with weed control. This will disintegrate in the future, but initially hopefully it'll keep the weeds down. So these beds are huge. They're 8 by 4 foot, and they're about 26 inches deep. So I went ahead and added a bunch of leaves and some bushes that we had cut down to the bottom of the beds to fill them up, so I wouldn't have to fill the entire bed up with soil. Over time, these will decompose, but you'll have to keep on adding soil, but at least initially I didn't have to put in an entire bed of soil. This is a fairly easy project. You see I had to put some cinder blocks on the end because I had to contain the soil and the gravel. I also had to move some beds around because of my septic field, but it's a work in progress. I'll probably put some 2x6s on the top, but for now, I'm loving it.